Here, there will be a quiz on Monday, so make sure you study. Peter, you're blinding me. I can't see. All right, okay. So let's go ahead and start with a word of prayer. Father, thank you so much for this day. I thank you so much for each and every family that's represented here. I thank you so much for their choice of having their children come to Westwood Christian School. Lord, I thank you so much for Westwood and for what it has done in the last 64 years, impacting not only the city of Miami, Lord, but even farther into the world with your name and the gospel of Jesus. Lord, I ask and pray that you give us a good time tonight. Help us to take in all the information, Lord, and just have a good time of fellowship as we get to know our children's new teachers this year. For it's in your name I pray. Amen. All right, before I get started, I'm going to have Mrs. Michelle Salgado. She is our PTO president. She's going to come and give you a little bit of information about PTO and what is it that PTO does.
Hi, everybody. Welcome. Thank you so much for this opportunity. I just want to start by saying you guys are in such a great place. I want to just say I graduated from Westwood. My husband and I met here. My kids have been here, and I have a senior this year. My baby is a senior. So this is a great place for your kids to start off their elementary years and through high school. So get ready to enjoy every minute because it goes quickly. So the PTO is a parent-teacher organization, and what we do is we partner with the administration to try to do as many things that we can for the school, for the kids, for them to have fun. So one big focus that we've had recently, which you'll notice throughout the campus, anytime you see murals, any artwork throughout the campus, that's money, those are being paid for by PTO money. So everybody always wonders, oh, PTO, and we're fundraising and we're doing all these things to raise money. Where does the money go? This year, you're going to see a lot of new artwork that we've done throughout the summer, and I think there's a couple more pieces that are still being worked on. So we just like to make improvements where we can and partner with the administration for whatever they think that they want us to do with those funds. One big fundraiser that we have, which is the big thing I should probably talk about, is our spaghetti supper. So if you've never been to spaghetti supper, it is an age-old tradition here at Westwood. When I came to Westwood when I was a little girl, I went to spaghetti supper. So it's basically, obviously, supper, spaghetti, and rides, a lot of carnival rides, a lot of fun. It's a great, great night. This year is October 27th, so you'll see that the kids have half a day that day. And we really encourage all the families to come, buy a wristband for your kids to ride, to go on the horses or the hay rides or the carnival rides, have dinner. It's a lot of fun. And it's something that I did as a kid, and it's something that my kids did their whole entire childhood. And even my older one that graduated 2 years ago, he told me just a few days ago, oh, I'm going to bring my new girlfriend to spaghetti supper. It's going to be her first year. I said, that's amazing. Good. Bring her to spaghetti supper. So it's a great tradition here at Westwood, and that's something that I really love about Westwood is we have a lot of traditions, and that's one big one. So probably in the next couple weeks, you'll be seeing an email go out about joining the PTO. We do different activities throughout the year. We try to hold monthly or quarterly meetings just to kind of get together, and we always want to help the administration. Like if Mrs. Ross says, oh, we're going to do some activity, can you please come and help us? Can I have some moms and dads come in? We're there to help her. We do for elementary kids, just as an example, for the quarterly honor roll of achievements that they get. We do like popsicles or cookies to celebrate those that got honor roll. So those are just a couple little things that we try to do throughout the year that kind of has a little bit of fun. It's not a big impact as far as cost, but the kids love it, obviously, because who doesn't want a popsicle or a cookie in the middle of the day? So I encourage everybody that can to join. It's not mandatory to go to a meeting. It's just a nice way to keep in touch with other families here at Westwood. And some of my bestest friends that I have today are because of PTO. We are still the bestest of friends. So it's a great atmosphere. So I welcome everybody to join. Be on the lookout for the email. And be on the lookout for the spaghetti supper emails because those are going to start soon as well. Mark it in your calendar, October 27th. Thank you.
Hi, good evening. I'm Mrs. Broadfield, for those of you who don't know me, and usually I am one of the elementary teachers, but I also do the facts competitions. Now, those of you who are in who have been at the school for a while, you know we have many different competitions. The first one that is coming up is the spelling bee. So you're going to be getting an email from me with all of the different spelling bee words. This is not a requirement, just an opportunity for first grade through fifth grade to competing against other students in their class, competing at other schools, and then at the state level throughout all of Florida. Excuse me. Once the second semester hits, then we have a huge section that we're doing. We have speech, music, art, many different ways for your child to participate and show off those amazing talents that I know you guys are so proud of. So keep a lookout, start talking to your child. Hey, are you interested in doing the spelling bee? Are you interested in performing a speech? So the way that these things work, you will be getting communication through Class Dojo from your teachers, and then again, you'll be getting some information from me as different competitions come up close. So I just wanted to give you a little blurb so that you can understand that the FACTS competitions are just different ways for us to showcase the amazing talents at Westwood Christian School all over the state of Florida.
And then really quickly, I'm going to introduce my teachers because then they're going to hurry back to their classrooms and get everything perfect for you guys. So if my teachers will stand up, actually let me call you and then stand up. That way we can. So I'm going to try to see you from here. Kindergarten, I have Mrs. Lorraine Patino, Mrs. Miriam Montegudo, and Mrs. Yesenia Cabral. In first grade, I have an amazing team there with Mrs. Madaigo Lindano and Mrs. Sylvia McVeigh. Second grade, I have Mrs. Julia Boza and Mrs. Fullerton. Third grade, I have Mrs. Barbie Quinones and Miss Sarah Pickard. Fourth grade, I have Mrs. Bethany Broadfield and Mrs. Kathy Ruiz. Fifth grade, some of you might already know her, but she did come back out of, not retirement, but out of maternity leave. We have Mrs. Mandy Roque and Miss Denise Thompson. And then I have an amazing group of activity teachers. I have Mrs. Denise Rodriguez. She does our music, and if you came last year to any of our music programs, you saw just how amazing she is with not only her talent, but what she can do with the kids as well. Then I have Miss Abbott. She does PE. She is not with us today, but we do have an amazing addition to our PE department. It is Coach T all the way in the back corner. And then I have Miss Paola Viquez, who she is my assistant and also helps in the preschool as well. Did I forget anybody? Because I can't see you. Just making sure. Yes, we're good? Oh, where is she? Oh, where are you, Janice? Janice Sardui is in our, oh, there, you're not back there. Stand up. We're going to unveil our library in the next couple of weeks. She has been working so hard. That library looks amazing, and I cannot wait to show pictures of the wonderland that she is creating in that library this year. But that's Mrs. Janice Sardui doing library and computers this year for us. So teachers, you can go ahead and go, and then I'll go ahead and give the parents my spiel. All right. Let's go through what a typical day looks like here at Westwood Christian. Most of you already know this, so I am going to move a little bit quick in the stuff that's kind of like, pretty common, and then the stuff that we really need to focus on, I'll stop. The good news is, Mr. Tinto just informed me that this is recorded, so if you want to see me over and over again, you can watch us on our YouTube channel. Or if you need to use me for something with the kids, look, Mrs. Ross said you can play that bit as well. So our typical school day starts at 8:10. So we close all kinds of doors and gates and everything at 8:10. So if you do arrive after 8:10, you will see that gate 4, our long gate, is closed. You'll have to go through the main preschool entrance, and unfortunately, you will have to get down and sign your child in with Ms. Navarro up in the front. So please make a note of that at 8:10, everything locks down as far as here, and you will have to go through the front to see Mrs. Navarro to sign your child in. But we do our daily lesson plans. Your child will get daily the reading, the math, the science, the history, and the English. And then once a week or twice a week, depending on the activity classes, they will do PE, they do music, they do computers, they do the STEM lab, which is back again by popular demand, art, library, and they do choir in kinder through 4th grade. And then once they get through 5th grade, parents, I am sorry, but we will give each child an instrument and then encourage them to practice daily at home. So once you get to 5th grade, I suggest you invest in some good earplugs because they will be required to practice their instrument in 5th grade daily, as per Mr. Tyndall. Communication. We are very big on communication. We try through Class Dojo to give you guys as much information as we can. We've noticed that our phones are always with us, and it's the easiest way to communicate with parents and parents with teachers. So we will be using Class Dojo. Your teachers will go into a lot more detail regarding the Class Dojo, how they want their Class Dojo. I do encourage you that with your teachers, if your child is sick, you can go ahead and dojo your teacher and let them know that they're not coming. They'll relay that information to us in the office. Also, if maybe you're coming to pick up your child early due to a doctor's appointment, if you will let your teacher know ahead of time, that way the teacher will not start an activity that they know that the child needs to finish before they leave, and we don't have you guys sitting up in the front asking you to wait while your child finishes a test or whatnot. So if you can use that to communicate that with the teacher, it will be very helpful, and it'll just help that time to go a little bit smoother. We do also have communication through emails. You could also leave messages in the office as well. And we do have, if you haven't checked out our Westwood site, they have updated it with different things such as the warrior wear that can now be found on the Westwood site as well, in addition to being able to communicate with your teachers that way. Safety and security. As you guys know, that's always been one of our priorities here at Westwood, and I do appreciate, I even have parents letting me know even this week, hey, I just saw this door is open, please make sure that it's closed. So I appreciate your vigilance as well, because we know that this is a team and we work together. As administration, as a faculty, we cannot be everywhere at one time, but knowing that we have extra eyes out there definitely is a help. So I appreciate if you see anything around campus, a door that maybe should not be open, or that something is off, alerting us is definitely key. But you know, we do have our police officer on campus, the same we've had for the last few years. They are on a rotating basis. So even though it's not the same cop every day, it's the same pattern every week. So the same cop Monday is the same cop that's here every Monday, and so on and so forth. So they become very familiar with our school. They become very familiar with the student body as well. So it just adds another level of security. We do practice lockdown drills as well, twice a year. We do one first semester and one second semester, just to get our students aware of what to do if there is a lockdown. I know last year we had one at the end of the school year after school, and we got so much positive feedback from our parents, especially those parents that were in classrooms with kids, that the kids were so well prepared for that lockdown drill that they knew exactly what to do. There was not any panicking going on. And that's just a testament of just how well the kids are trained. It's not something we drill into them, but when we do practice them, we do let them know that it is important that they pay attention during those drills. The ID badges are big. In elementary, we try to help you guys out where we do not send them home because we know if they go home, they might not come back. So we do leave the ID badges here in our classrooms. A lot of times if a child accidentally walks out with them, they'll hand it to myself or one of the teachers at pickup, and we just take it right back upstairs because they are required to wear it at all times. Even our little ones have to have their ID badges while they're on campus. If we do lose them, you will see some random $5 charges on your school bill, and that's what it is, that they've lost they've lost their ID badges. We do ask if you have any kind of business to take care of in the school offices, if you guys would do that during the morning time between that 7:30 to 8:10 window. If not, you'll have to go in through the main school lobby, which is with Ms. Navarro, and kind of check in and get your visitor's badge to be able to take care of any other business after that time. Our lunch is through Promise Catering again this year. They're very prompt as far as putting the menu up on the school app, which is great. As parents, we get to know what the kids are eating on a monthly basis. The lunches for K2 through first grade have remained the same. They are $6. The ones for second grade through fifth grade have gone up $7.50. I'm sure it's not something unusual that you've seen. Everything has gone up nowadays. So they did have to do a slight increase when it came to that. But if you're having any issues with the lunches, you can email Miss Johanna Velasco at Promise Catering. And that's also on the app as well. There is an app for lunch, which has all her contact information there. Dress code. How many of you had fun with uniforms this summer? Yeah, we did too. Well, the uniforms have remained the same. We have the girls have the light blue or the yellow polos. They also have the plaid skirts or the khaki shorts. The khaki shorts, remember in elementary a couple years ago, we made it where the khaki shorts can be worn Monday through Friday as part of the uniform. They can wear their polos with the khaki shorts, both the boys and the girls. On Fridays, everybody can wear their Spirit t-shirt and their khaki shorts. So that's the only difference is Friday they can actually wear a t-shirt instead of their polos. The boys can wear their navy blue pants or their khaki shorts, the same color polos. And we do ask for your help. The boys to keep their hair short. I know over the summer my son does it as well. He tries to see how big he can get his hair or how long he can get his hair to grow. And then he says that I've made him like Samson when I cut it at the end of the summer. So please, if you guys can, keep the boys' hair cut nice and short so they look clean when they come to school. Belts, if the pants have a belt loop, we ask you to please put belts on. The little ones, obviously, we know it's harder for them to manage the belt, especially when they're learning kinder, first grade. So it is okay that they don't have a belt in those younger classes. Spirit shirts, we talked about already. All of the Spirit shirts can be purchased through our Warrior Wear website. I don't know if you've had a chance to look at it. It's also on our app as well. But the Spirit shirts can be purchased there, and they're actually delivered to your house is one of the options, or you can have it you can pick it up at their warehouse. Either one is an option. The sweatshirts can also be purchased from the same website as well. It gives you an idea of what it looks like. There's even bottles, book bags, all that good stuff if you want to go crazy on the Warrior Wear website, and more things will be added as time goes on. I know I have a couple of alumni. Michelle already said that she was an alumni. I'm an alumni as well. And there's even alumni shirts that we can purchase there on the Warrior website and kind of wear shirts with our kids, which is a kind of neat idea. But our Spirit shirts are important. They have to be worn anytime our kids go off campus. So on any field trip, the children need to have a Spirit t-shirt. Parents, if you're going with us, you also need to have a Spirit t-shirt because that is how we identify that you are part of our group. With safety and security, again, being one of our top priorities, we always want to make it the safest environment possible. So we ask that anytime parents go off campus with our students on any kind of field trip, they have to purchase a Spirit shirt. So please, I need your help because this is the first year we don't have them housed here on campus. So if you know you have a field trip coming on and you know that you don't have a shirt, please order it early because I cannot guarantee that it will be here by the time your field trip comes, and then you're either borrowing somebody else's shirt or maybe wearing a shirt that no longer fits because it's too big. So please, I need you guys to help me with that because we do not have any. I have no shirts here on campus except size 2T. So if anybody wants to try to fit in a 2T, that's the only size I have here on campus. Really quick with drop-off and pickup, it has been going fairly smooth. It's like you guys have been here for many years, but our elementary drop-off in 2nd through 5th goes through gate 4, the long driveway, and elementary drop-off is on the left side because that way you can drive in underneath where the library is and you can drop them off there, or you can go around the corner and drop them off by the gym. That's where we ask you to please drop off the kids. Please don't drop them off down the driveway in the gate 4 because it gets a little bit dangerous as parents, somebody trying to come in, some might be going around, and we don't want anybody to accidentally get hit. Kinder through 1st grade, those parents have to drop off their kids in the glass doors, which you guys have all been doing this last week. Dismissal is the same idea, and I know dismissal right now is a little bit long. Kinder through 1st, you guys have the easy part. You get to get down out of the cars and you get them at the doors. 2nd through 5th, you have 2 options. You can come to the door and you'll see a line that forms there, and that's for the walk-ups. Or you can do the drive-through option. Mrs. Broadfield's not in here, but she works really hard. We kind of do a competition to see if we can get done before 3:20. So today we had finished the line a little bit after. It was like 3:25-ish, around there. So we're going to try to knock it down to 3:20. But it's kind of like a competition we do with ourselves. Once we get the second graders know that where they go when they come out of the building and get those numbers down. Unfortunately, Mrs. Rodriguez is not here. She memorized all your numbers, but we no longer have her. So you're going to have to remember your numbers because we don't. But we'll get that line moving very quickly. Half days. Here, it's at 11:15. So anytime you see a half-day dismissal, that's an 11:15 dismissal. And then early release is what we do the last Wednesday of every month. That's a 2:15 dismissal. And in both of those occasions, please note that we do not charge you for aftercare until 3:30 on either one of those occasions. So aftercare will not, charge will not come until 3:30. And then if you want to take a quick picture of this one, the early release dates, those are our early release dates now for this school year. They're every month except for the month of December. That's our 2:15 dismissal. Now I'm going to jump into our after-school activities. We will be bringing the chess club back. They'll be starting on August 15th. And then I do have Coach Gio here from KidFit to give you a little bit of information about KidFit and tennis. And then we have a short promotional video too, I believe, Coach. So if you want to head on up here. A little faster, Coach, a little faster.
There we go. How are you, families, parents? I see a lot of familiar faces. David Patino, what's up, my guy? Sasha, Joshua, Lucas, Ben. Man, I keep going on. My name is Coach Gio. I've had the honor and the privilege of being here at Westwood, being a proud partner, offering after-school sports training services to all the students here at Westwood. Westwood Christian is definitely like a family to me. Oh, Mr. Gonzalez, can't wait for Logan. And honestly speaking, working with the kids, just being here at the school, it's been quite a joy. Here at KidFit Sports, we're all about three things: teaching kids how to master fundamentals, build their confidence, and help them to know what it's like to win. And when they lose, we're right there with them as well. Behind me, you guys are gonna see a nice little promotional video to give you guys some insight as to what to expect when enrolling your children in any of our after-school sports programs. This year, we're gonna be offering elementary school sports Monday through Thursday from 3:15 to 4:30. We added some extra time there. I know you guys took photos of every single Wednesday that we'll be having early release. We are giving all of our parents an opportunity to not have to come during early release, and we'll be providing after-school sports during early release days as well. We also offer preschool sports. If you have any family and friends who are having little guys coming in this year at preschool, that'll be every Monday for 30 minutes from 2:30 to 3 p.m. And then we have our new favorite. We have tennis classes starting September 6th from 3:05 to 4:15 here in the gymnasium every Wednesday. Such a blessing. And we can't wait to continue to grow the sports program for all our after-school students. Whenever you want, Mr. Tyndall, play that video for us. We're super excited to see it. That was awesome. Come on, round of applause for all of our families. So, as you guys go on to go and talk with your teachers, meet the friendly staff here at Westwood, you'll also have the opportunity to have one of our KidFit Sports flyers. On our flyers, we have all of our class information. Again, classes will be starting on August 15th, Monday through Thursday. Our monthly rate will be $170 per month, and it is a month-to-month program. And we'll also be offering a QR scan code for easy access. And any information, please feel free to find me. I'm very reachable, I'm very relational, and we can't wait for the school year to start. Love you guys.
right, let's talk hurricanes. Really quick with hurricane announcements. When it comes to hurricanes, we don't like to talk about it, but we know it's something that happens here in South Florida. But just so you know, and I know it's going to get kind of muddled when it comes to the news, Westwood does not follow the Miami-Dade County schedule. So when the Miami-Dade County schools close, that doesn't necessarily mean that we are closed. We are just one school. We can make our arrangements rather quickly, where Miami-Dade has to account for the entire county. So we will be sending you out a text message or announcements. I guarantee you will be communicated with regarding to any kind of closures because of hurricanes. And then the same is true when it comes to reopening due to a hurricane. Again, we are one school. It takes us a lot less time to clean up any kind of damage or assess any kind of damage that we might have. So we will reopen sooner than the Miami-Dade opens, because again, they have to be responsible for the whole county. You will get this through your parent alert. So one thing I do ask you for is that you please make sure that all of your numbers are updated when it comes to your RenWeb, to your fax portal. So that way, when we do send out these notifications, they do come on your phone and we are texting the correct individual that school is closed. But hopefully, we won't have to worry about this year. So that is it for me. I'm going to go ahead and allow you to go up to your classrooms. For this building, if you're in 2nd through 5th, all of the teachers are meeting on the right side of the building. So you're going to see, maybe it's not your child's homeroom class, but the teachers are meeting together as a group. So if you see that your door where you drop off your child in the morning is closed, that is not because they left. They're on the other side of the hallway. Kinder and first, you guys are all in your classrooms over there. So I'll also be sticking around if you need to see me or talk to me about anything, but I know the teachers are